Let's talk about Hunter Biden's laptop. It's been 4 minutes. We haven't talked about it. But yesterday, out of nowhere, the Department of Justice came out and said it was real and it was authentic.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Didn't we kind of know this already as we put up the timeline of when we discovered it, when other outlets admitted it? But now the DOJ confirms it.
Yes, we knew it all along. We've known it for years. The Biden family said that it was Russian disinformation, but obviously it was the real deal. And Hunter's basically admitted that anyway because he sued Rudy Giuliani about the laptop and a few other people associated with it.
Including the repair shop owner.
Exactly. And you have to wonder what's going through his mind, how careless he was to drop off a laptop with that type of sensitive information to a repair shop. But, you know, he doesn't make the best decisions. We know that.
I'm starting to understand that. I'm starting to put two and two together.
Yeah.
What bothers me, which is not a legal thing, is the family knew it was real.
Exactly.
And the current president looked right in the camera and said 51 intel agents said this is classic Russian disinformation when he knew it was classic my crackhead son dropped the laptop at the local repair shop, which he probably knew of too.
Yeah, another boneheaded move by his son that he's trying to cover up for. But, you know, Hunter's sort of in like a cocoon of protection from the media at the time. Outlets reported on it and they got canceled. The New York Post Twitter got suspended, Facebook. I mean, people went after the outlets that were reporting on this. People
voted, for the most part, who thought it was Russian disinformation.
Right.
They found out later it wasn't. But the New York judge denying Marine veteran Danny Penny's request to drop charges as he faces up to 15 years for the death of a mentally ill homeless man named Jordan Neely. This member on the subway, you remember this happened back in May? Well, Penny's lawyer says he acted in self-defense as witnesses report Neely behaving erratically, making threats before Penny restrained him. Criminal justice attorney Lexi Rigdon joins us now. Lexi, this was a move by Danny Penny's team to just dismiss it.
Right.
How did it go?
Well, they didn't win, but while they didn't win the battle, they could still win the war because these motions are very, very hard to win. They favor the government. All of the inferences are supposed to be taken in favor of the government. So the fact that they didn't win, it was expected. They even said it, the attorney said it in their statement that they even pretty much expected that this would happen, but they had to at least try.
But we did hear from some of the witnesses, and we hear how they felt like they were under threat. That's key.
Yeah, that was my biggest takeaway reading the motion is that they were actually able to cite grand jury testimony where people were terrified on that train. There was a mother and a child hiding behind a stroller. Jordan Neely was saying he's going to go to Rikers Island. Somebody's going to die today. He doesn't care if he gets life in prison. He was lunging at people. So people on that train were terrified.
Fast forward to the actual case. Let's say it started tomorrow. One of the key was, are people under threat and what was his intent? This guy was en route to go to school downtown. He didn't get up in the morning looking to choke somebody.
Exactly. And that's really the travesty of this whole case, obviously including the death. But the fact that this has been turned into a racial issue, there is no indicia, there's not a shred of evidence that this was racially motivated in any way, shape or form. He was trying to neutralize a threat. And he's been smeared by some of the media.